It happened late at night when most people were asleep. There was no warning, and it was absolutely horrific in its power. This is the moment a 6.8 magnitude earthquake rocked Morocco. You can see people fleeing into an alley only for debris to then start tumbling down. The quake was centered here, just south of the popular tourist destination of Marrakesh. The death toll already stands at over 2,000 people. And as we get new images in of the destruction, it's clear that number is only going to rise.
And Lebanon's caretaker prime minister has warned that renewed fighting in a Palestinian refugee camp doesn't serve their cause and also harms the Lebanese state. Najib Mikati had talks with the Palestinian president, Mahmoud Abbas, following street battles in Ain al-Halwa between rival factions. 5 people were killed and dozens injured as a ceasefire between Palestinian armed groups ended on Friday. Well, Ain al-Halwa is near the southern city of Sidon. It's the largest Palestinian refugee camp in Lebanon. Nearly 55,000 refugees are in Ain al-Halwa. It's one of 12 camps in Lebanon for Palestinian refugees, which were established back in 1948 after the creation of Israel.
The Group of 20 has adopted a declaration that backed Ukraine by calling on all states not to use force to grab territory, but it avoided directly condemning Russia for the war. During the gathering in New Delhi, the Indian Prime Minister said on Saturday local time that countries had reached a consensus on a declaration on the first day of their 2-day meeting. The consensus was reached earlier than expected as G20 is deeply divided over the war in Ukraine. Western nations have been pushing for strong condemnation of Russia in the declaration, while others demand a focus on broader economic issues.
North Korea kicked off celebrations to mark 75 years as a nation with a large gathering. Leader Kim Jong-un presided over the event, but it was North Korean Premier Kim Tok-hun who addressed the crowd. The meeting was followed by a parade at midnight that featured paramilitary forces, including a display by a parachute unit. But more important than what was on display was who was there. The Chinese delegation was led by one of China's vice premiers to the State Council, Liu Guozhong, who also met Kim separately on Friday. Russia did not send its senior officials, leading to speculation they could be getting ready for a possible meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Kim.
Mangosuthu Buthelezi, a prominent figure in South African politics and an outspoken Zulu chief, has passed away at the age of 95. During the era of the racist apartheid regime, he established the Zulu Inkatha Party, having become disenchanted with the African National Congress. This period saw thousands lose their lives in clashes between supporters of these two parties in the early 90s. However, he was eventually reconciled with the ANC, and he served as Minister of Home Affairs during President Nelson Mandela's administration. Chief Buthelezi was a savvy yet controversial politician who differed with the ANC's approach of armed resistance against white minority rule.